Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about Sister Wives, Season 18, Episode 14.
Listen, before we get into it, let's tell the people to subscribe, Blair, because we're trying to get to 1,000, right?
Yes, subscribe.
Well, halfway there.
And welcome to everybody new. Thank you.
Yes. And just so y'all don't know, comment, share, subscribe, like the content. Listen, we have a great community when it comes to Sister Wives. Mm-hmm. We have a lot of people. Dr. Bonds, I see you, right? I see all of you. And
great combos.
And I appreciate every comment, the corrections and things like that. All the above, all the enlightenment. But I have a question, Blake. Can I ask my question?
Yes.
Can I ask my question?
Yes.
Will Meri finally get it? You ready?
I'm ready.
Walk us through it.
Meri is where she's always at when we check on her, at the bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
And she tells us about the anniversary again. Mm-hmm. And she tells us for the past 6 months since the anniversary, she has been taking time to figure out what it is that she needs. Mm-hmm. She feels she was emotionally abandoned by Kody well before the catfishing.
She said, listen, she made an emphasis on that.
Yeah.
Listen here. She said she was emotionally abandoned by Kody, right? Mm-hmm. What they got to do with being married to him? Come on, Meri, stop this. Mm-hmm. Stop this. I'm not even saying polygamy is fair, but it's a religious... Take it off my monogamy hat, right? It's a religious experience and things like that. Guess what? To women, polygamy may not be fair. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not in the culture, right? But I don't think if you feel something emotionally that gives you the right, especially in that religion, in that practice, that you can like kind of fix it and do things yourself and step out of the bounds of whatever's going on.
Yeah. Just
because you're emotionally abandoned by Kody, and granted, I do not think she's lying. Kody, it's your fault.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? What do that mean? Mm-hmm. You got Janelle out here talking about within the episode. I know I'm jumping scenes. I'm jumping scenes. Mm-hmm. You got Janelle talking about, hey, look, I don't even know how to get divorced or what I'm supposed to do with this because really I'm supposed to go talk to the pastor.
Yeah.
So how come everybody, quote unquote, not Christine, because Christine was like, look, I'm out. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So don't make it, and at the same time, this ain't gonna help anyway because Kody already made his decisions about you. The catfishing had a lot to do with it, Meri. Like, it really does. And like, it really did. You get what I'm saying? So, even though you may have felt emotionally abandoned by Kody, I understand that. Guess what? From what I'm hearing, based on how they've been showing polygamy, a lot of them has felt emotionally abandoned. Maybe not Robyn. But I'm just saying, like, he got 4 wives, man.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? He got favorites.
And hella kids.
And a lot of kids. So, like, to say, like, you know, this was before the catfishing, basically, like, yo, the way Kody's treating me, this has nothing to do with the catfishing. What? Yes, it does. What did, like, you think about that? Just that first part. We got a lot to get into.
Yeah, just that first part. I mean, it's just like, Meri, get up to speed, girl.
She toned deaf a little bit.
Like, she's like, she had to take 6 months to figure out what she needed, even though the state of their relationship has been this way for over 10 years.
Yes.
Like, what are you waiting for?
Yes.
And she said she was emotionally abandoned by him. He been gone. Now what we doing? Now what are we doing?
This is what I don't get. My whole point is, you did the catfishing. I think it turned out to be a woman instead.
Yeah.
And you felt emotionally abandoned. If that was emotional abandonment over that time, what is this called?
Yeah.
How come you're not out like let me try this again? Mm-hmm. Hopefully I don't get catfished. You get what I'm saying? Like what's stopping you from dating?
Yeah.
Now, are you hoping to basically like, look, he's pushing me away. He's not talking to me. He's not opening himself up to me. But if I stay loyal to him, that will kind of erase what happened back in the day, and he will eventually come back to me.
Yeah. Who knows what Meri's thinking?
Who knows? No, she'll tell us eventually. Yeah. Eventually, like probably like 5 years later after the fact. But we will get it. Let's go. Let's keep going. We got a lot to do.
Yeah. Janelle lets us know Meri is very loyal, but to what point?
Yeah.
If it's not healthy.
Everybody's making fun of you.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
A month ago, he said he doesn't consider himself married to Meri anymore. Mm-hmm. And Christine said it's disgusting how Kody has been stringing Meri along and how Robyn isn't letting Meri go.
Oh, listen, she made sure that was an emphasis on that, too.
Yeah.
She made sure to be like, look, it's disgusting that Kody is basically dragging it along and blah, blah, blah. And Robyn is basically manipulating Meri, basically saying like, stay with the family. You know how Christine give her little imitation.
Yeah.
Stay with the family. It's gonna work well. And granted, Christine, me and you haven't seen eye to eye a lot throughout this whole season. Me and you looking directly at each other on that one right there.
On point with that.
We looking directly at each other right now. Staring contest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Well, Meri is on her way to sit down and talk to Kody and Robyn.
Uh-huh.
She doesn't even see the point of staying in Flagstaff anymore and just going to Parowan and living her life and doing her thing at the B&B.
You're finally getting it.
Yes.
Throughout that first scene, she basically was talking about some things have basically became clear for her. Mm-hmm. Basically, I think she's seen some things finally, like some episodes, and and see how he talks about her, compared to what he says in private. And Kody's making it very known in his confessionals that look, what I'm saying in private is really nothing different. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Even then, I may be jumping here, but this was a funny part where Meri was saying that Kody and her was talking, and at the end of the conversation, she had the assumption that like, yes, we're gonna start over and turn over a new leaf, and Kody had to correct her like, no,
that's not what I'm saying.
That's not what I'm saying. How can we have this private long conversation and you totally don't get what I said?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's go. We definitely will see more of that throughout this episode.
Yeah, Janelle and Christine are still with Christine's brothers.
Yes.
They are going to, Janelle and Christine are saying they're going to keep raising their kids together. Mm-hmm. Christine says, we're always going to be sister wives. We're going to be great friends. And we are keeping this piece of the plural family going.
What did Kody say about that?
They united because they have a common enemy against me and Robyn.
Okay.
This newfound relationship, he said prior to the divorce, he would have considered Christine's brothers his friends.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but at the end of the day, they are Christine brothers.
Yeah, her actual brothers.
So even though he may have known them since they was like teenagers and things like that, at the end of the day, they go be with their sister.
Yeah.
And maybe he's talking about, to the Janelle point, he's like, maybe y'all wasn't this close when we was married. Mm-hmm. Why y'all trying to act like y'all like the best of friends, best of sister now? Now that that Christine's divorced, it's because Janelle separated as well.
Yeah.
You basically say she divorced too. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? She just don't know how to go about it. She kind of stuck in the religion because they don't really practice it no more based on what Blair be telling us.
Yeah.
So it's like, listen here. If you view yourself or talk about yourself, Kody, in a way that you have to be defeated, then you go always view people as enemies.
Yeah.
Stop viewing yourself as someone to defeat. Stop viewing Christine and Janelle as, like they have a common enemy and they trying to do things against me. Mm-hmm. Why are you viewing yourself as someone to defeat? Take that chance. Take that extra step. You're not going to do it, but it is what it is. I'm just going to say it. Take that extra step and mend these broken relationships. Not with Christine, but with Janelle. You get what I'm saying? Janelle is the one that really, in my opinion, I'm not saying that she wants Kody, but she really wants polygamy to work. You get what I'm saying? Like, she's like, look, I don't have no problem doing it again. I think he has a chance of mending it with Janelle, but he's so selfish and he's so like, if you go be friends with her, even though he had them living in the same house and all, and
watching each other's kids and
being part of the same marriage and things like that. But since y'all want to be close, you get what I'm saying? You know what? I guess, common enemy, y'all both against me. And guess what? You always going to be playing the victim in your own eyes, Kody. And that's not even the case, man. That's not even the case. Continue.
Well, we learned that I think one of the brothers' moms went back to school, and she's an older lady. We find out that Janelle was working full-time, and she got her college degree at 33 years old. She said it was tough. And, there were days Kody wasn't there. Christine even said she watched her kids for her at times so that she was able to do it. Christine lets us know that church was telling them when they were young that the world was going to end. Yeah. And you just needed to get married and have babies. Yeah. Her dad told her, interesting, that's not going to happen. You need to go to college. So she did.
Look, it's so funny when you get a peek into these religions, into these cultures and things like that about, okay, the world's going to end. So why should I have babies then? You get what I'm saying? And the thing that you learn about these religions and these practices is that they have been saying that for years. So if the world was going to end, the world done passed people by, and probably their parents probably in their parents' decades, and then their parents' years, and things like that. So they've been saying the same thing for years and years and years, and guess what? It's gonna be 2024.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? They probably been saying this since 1910, and probably back further. So it's very good someone had the foresight to be like, hey, well, since the world's going to end, it wouldn't hurt for you to learn something. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It wouldn't help. But continue. I think we're going to see a little bit more on even how they store food and things like that, and just weird practices.
Yeah, actually, the church was telling them because the world was going to end, they needed to store their food.
Yeah.
And they did. They stored their food, and like we get flashbacks of how they stored their pantry, and it was like non-perishable items that they could get through probably a couple of years without having to go to the grocery store. They even had meat, to the point where Kody was saying that when Christine moved, her house was a place for all the storage for the meat,
the freezer and stuff,
freezers. And because she moved, they had to get a rental unit, a storage unit, to put the food in.
They still got it,
and they are paying for that storage unit with all that frozen food. I'm like, if y'all don't cook the daggone food,
listen here. They probably felt vindicated when COVID happened.
But I have a question. Yeah, they did, and
they probably was like, see.
And then I was like, who had toilet paper? And
exactly.
It's like, okay, but I'm also at the point, like, if the world is going to end, are you going to be able to get to that storage unit?
Listen, if the world's going to end, whatever you got to eat, that ain't go. How long that gonna last you?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? What was your question? Was that
was it?
Oh, good question.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, Janelle was saying that the kids do miss Robyn's children, but she was saying how her boys have become so bitter that they don't know if they'll be able to all come together.
Yeah, her sons, especially that one. He's like,
I don't need a daddy.
I don't want a daddy. I don't need a daddy. Daddy who? I'm daddy. Okay, I see you, man. You know what I mean?
Well, Meri meets up with Kody and Robyn.
Scene of the night, it seemed like.
Yeah, and they are talking about these lots on Coyote Pass. They are still going to do the 5 lots. Christine's lot, they said they want to make it the family lot. And Meri said that she gets 2 acres. Janelle has 4 acres. Robyn and Kody all have 8 together. Robyn said, you never know if Kody and I will stay together. And she does get annoyed with them lumping her together with Kody. So for her to say you have 8 acres, Robyn's like, that's not fair. I only have 4. And then Robyn says it was a bad joke because clearly Kody was
not
irritated.
Happy about that, boy. Cody's like,
he don't want to joke about divorce.
Kody is like, you do not read the room at all. And in that moment, it probably was a bad joke. You know what I'm saying? But, Kody gonna find something to be angry about.
Yeah.
Continue.
And Robyn is saying her point is that her lot is going to be passed down to her children, and his lots are also going to go to his children. And Kody says, I disagree.
Yeah.
I don't really know what I'm going to do with my lot.
I don't
and
know.
Robyn is saying, don't answer right now. You're in a weird, angry headspace. Don't tell us what your plans are for your lot or whether or not you're going to give them to the kids. Just get in a better headspace before you answer that.
Look, children, which children? He got like 18 of them.
Yeah.
Which children? Robyn kids? Like so it's very strange. It's very strange what they talking about. Are we gonna talk about how the lots are like divided amongst them like throughout the episode anymore? Because well,
let me finish this part where Meri is wondering if she's going to get the other 2 acres.
Yeah, go ahead.
Which is Christine's, because Robyn and Janelle have 4. She understands that she's considered less than in the family, and Kody is basically telling her like, no, you're not going to get the other 2 acres. And then she tells her she's going to drop a bomb. But yeah, go ahead and go into how things are.
Let's explain it to me. Everybody has 4 acres. Meri has 2.
Yes.
Right. Meri said something because Kody said something in code. He basically said, paraphrasing, like when Meri asked the question, he kind of said, like, basically the paraphrase, like, that's just the way it is. It just is what it is, basically. And she was in a confession like, I know what that means. And then she kind of goes into the history, which kind of makes me think about how they are viewed in the culture. She says, I'm a wife with one kid compared to the other mothers.
Yeah.
So that alone makes me viewed as less than.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that? Do you think outside of the personal conflict that they may have, let's just keep it like strictly polygamy, do you think like she has some type of like that's true in a way, because like Robyn has this much kids and Janelle got this much kids?
Oh yeah, that's absolutely true.
Yeah,
and even when I think back to earlier seasons with her having her child, and her child, I think was the oldest as well. So it kind of felt like she wasn't necessarily as much of a parent to the other kids or as involved in the family, because her child is already grown and kind of doing their own thing, you know, even if they're an older teenager. And everybody else had young children. They were watching each other's kids and doing things together before Robyn even came along. So I think that part of that is how Meri did feel separated, like she was saying, even back in the day, because she had one child who was the oldest out the way, and she wasn't in the mix with everybody raising their kids and doing that together. So that was something that separated her.
Yeah. So it's very interesting how even in that culture, like even through motherhood, you can birth a child, but still be viewed as less than because you only have one.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. I don't know if polygamy is based on having as much children as possible. You get what I'm saying? Basically planting that seed and, you know, growing and things like that. But it is interesting that she's like, I know what that means. Like, I'm a woman. And I'm a woman with a child, but I only have one. I was only able to birth one. Yeah. I was only able to give my husband at the time one child compared to the other women. So, I think that plays a part. Also, personal stuff too, Meri. Like you're not getting a fair shot at this. You get what I'm saying? Kody is trying to basically edge you out, trying to make you feel so less than, not even less than when it comes to just womanhood, but less than as a person in this union. Yeah. That you would be like, you know what? I don't want any of this. You know, and then he could put his casada. What?
Casita.
He should
on your 2 acres.
Yeah, exactly. So it's very interesting. And now Meri about to drop a bomb on us. It's interesting. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, before the bomb gets dropped on us, we go back to Christine and Janelle. They are playing Ultimate Frisbee with the brothers. And after they finish playing, they sit down and have a little chat. And Levi asks Christine, what made you leave? Christine goes into saying how Kody was saying he wasn't attracted to her. It came out that basically he never was attracted to her. And the issue was that she wasn't being nice to her sister wives. And Janelle's like, well, you were nice to me. So we all know he only meant one person. He didn't want his name and her name on the house together. And he was saying that he refinanced the house and that had nothing to do with separation or not wanting the name on it together. He did it for financial purposes only. But to Christine, it was the first time they actually had their name on a legal document together, making it feel official in some type of way. Yeah. And it really hurt her when he wanted to change that. Yeah. And Christine was saying that it was pretty easy for her to move on because it was only in her name, so she could just sell the house. Yeah. Janelle has nothing in her name. Her name is on the same properties as everyone else.
Now, question. Before that scene started, what did you think about what Christine said when they were playing the Frisbee game? And she said, I am competitive. That's why I left first.
Yeah, I know she took it as a joke, but I don't.
How so?
I don't know. I think Christine can be a little mean-spirited sometimes. So I think there might have been a little bit of truth in that.
Like, basically, like, look, I'm going to leave. Listen, she was supposed to leave. Like, I don't discredit her for leaving at all. But I do think Christine has a mean streak in her. And truth be told, people can make you that way. You get what I'm saying? Like, I can understand if I was to empathize and if I was to sympathize with her. Like, in a polygamy experience, right? It's a spiritual experience, so there's not a lot of legal stuff that can happen because it's illegal and things like that. So legally, he's only married to Meri at that time. You get what I'm saying? So I can only imagine how she probably felt like, wow, we got our name on something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it feels real, even though it's supposed to be a spiritual experience. And even though Janelle said the spiritual experience is supposed to be stronger than the actual natural experience, I can just tell, like, she probably really felt like this may work. But Kody, throughout the marriage, he was just tearing her self-esteem down, tearing down, like, just everything. Like, anything that Christine tried to build up, she, like... You can't be mad when people start to buck back when you just been hitting the person. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like, you tearing her self-esteem down.
Yeah, you've been beating her down this whole time.
You over there talking to Christine, talking about how, and Janelle, you about to catch a stray, so just prepare yourself. You over here talking about how Christine disgusted you because she gained all this weight and things like that. She was never bigger than Janelle. Never. So it's just weird, like, why you, like, choosing, like, Christine to, like, tear down whatever confidence she had in that moment? You get what I'm saying? So it was just a weird experience. And I'm actually happy that she left the family. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? You know, her mean spirited, she have her comments now. You get what I'm saying? But, it's good for her. She's able to pick up her life and basically continue it on. Continue.
Yeah. Well, Janelle tells us that she still has her faith. Yeah. She doesn't necessarily know how to get divorced because she's still spiritually married. Yeah. She's not in a hurry, and she'll wait for it to get figured out.
It's not going to get figured out. We don't practice that no more.
Right. Exactly. You can't come to the Mormon church talking about you want to divorce your polygamous husband.
They'll be like, leave. They'll be like, just leave. And they're like, no, like, you have to pray over us. You got to give us permission. We got to actually write a letter. We got to do all these things.
It's like, we don't do that.
He's like, I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay? I just became a pastor of this church. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Continue.
Meri is dropping her bomb at this point. Dropping her
bomb at this point.
Yes.
She's tired. She's ready to be like, you know what? Since you made me angry, you ain't going to give me the equal share. I'm going to tell you something. Yeah. What did she drop on us?
Meri says the bed and breakfast needs her. Robyn is saying, what does that mean?
Oh, my gosh.
It means she won't renew her lease in Flagstaff. She still plans on building on Coyote Pass. So Robyn says, oh, so it's some type of temporary thing. And Meri says, I don't know. Robyn feels like her world is crumbling, but she can't fight it because it's not fair to Meri.
Robyn, stop it. Stop it. Like, stop. My thing is, Meri is confiding in you during these times, during these years. And to ask her, like, what do that mean? It's almost as if it's like you're waiting to dismiss what she's saying. Like, it's like you know what she's saying.
Yeah, she's been telling you how she's been feeling, and you're just like, she has to say it explicitly, like you don't get it. Yeah, you don't want to get it.
And of course, we hear you in a confessional. That's after the fact, but I can imagine in the moment, I'm there like, you know what this means, because you know the conversations we had outside your house on your porch. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? I never go inside. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't get invited nowhere. So, like, what do you mean? What do I mean? What do you mean it's a temporary thing? Listen, since my mama passed away, this is Meri words, I just feel pulled to the B&B. Kody said, you should stay at the B&B. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So, I don't even understand why Robyn is caught by surprise by this. Kody had no reaction. No. Kody had no reaction. Continue.
Kody says, well, do you want to look at the lot, or is it off your radar? After they've been talking about this lot and how she wants 4 acres instead of 2.
No, you got to read.
Is it off your radar after I just said I want a 4?
Listen, you got to read between the lines. He was like, so you don't want to live, or you going to sell it to me? Is it off your radar completely? Listen, Kody is trying to get rid of Meri. All of Meri, her acres, all of the above. Yes. Keep going.
She says it's not off her radar, but it's different.
Damn, I don't know what that
means. And she says, just with the things that you've said. And Kody said, let's talk about where we are, but not about what I've said. You always want to talk about what I've said and what I've done. Let's talk about where we are.
Preach to us.
Kody says, romance for you and I is just not here.
It's not going to happen.
We'll just go on being friends because we're not in a marriage. And he thought that that's what they agreed on.
That's not what she thought. I don't know what she thought. But she was like, I thought when I said okay and you said okay, that meant like we gonna like put this behind us. He was like, how do you think that? Because before I said okay, I said I don't want nothing to do with this. Yeah. Excuse me. He said I don't want nothing to do with this. So like I think, dude, you know what's funny? Blair will share with us more what happened in this conversation. But Meri is talking to us as if this was her idea.
Yeah.
When Kody been preaching this for at least 4 seasons now.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Continue, Blair.
And Kody said something. I wish I wrote it down, but he has said something about like, you're attacking me or something like that. And Robyn says, don't lump people into those things, basically because you feel like Christine is doing that, and now you're saying Meri's doing that just because Meri's trying to express herself, you know. Kody admits he's defensive, but he's more defensive because of his relationship with Robyn, and he has been managing that relationship very carefully.
Yeah.
He is trying to be honest without being a jackass.
Listen, he's trying. He said, I'm trying not to be that, right, in this moment. He even said, listen here, man. Let me tell you what I've been doing. I've been doing my duty. Okay? I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah.
But that's the word he said. That's the term he used. He said, I've been doing my duty. What do you mean? Look, you call, I answer. You want to go on an anniversary? I guess I go with you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because he ain't talking about the real duty. No. Not like the duty that they agreed to in their little polygamy marriage and things like that. He talking about, look, I'm here.
Yeah. You
wanted to talk to us. I came. Obviously, him and Robyn wasn't together. He was somewhere else because he was on his 4-wheeler.
Yeah.
So they came separately. He was like, I'll meet up with you. I'll do my duty. He's basically saying, look, Meri, look, this is what I'll give you. You can build on the land, right? But this romance, repairing this thing, no. Yeah. Let's just fake it. Let's just do our duty. We be around each other. We wave if we see each other at the grocery store. Things like that. But like anything more than that, no.
Yeah.
Like, so it's interesting hearing Meri basically making it seem like, you know what? Here are my terms. You know what I'm saying? I'm leaving Coyote Pass. And Kody's like, oh, okay. Continue, Blair.
Yeah, Kody expresses that Robyn has been Meri's advocate for 7 years against Kody's wishes.
Whoa. Kody basically be like, look, man, stop defending that girl.
Stop talking to me about Robyn. I'm trying to hang out with you right now, okay? About Meri, yeah. Robyn says, according to their religion, sister wives are supposed to advocate for each other.
You're an advocate for Christine.
And this is where the issue arises because y'all got all these different rules. How come Kody don't know that?
Nobody knows anything. Where is the manual? Where is the sister wives polygamy marriage manual and things like that? No one is advocating for nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody. They throwing shots at each other in the confessionals. You got Christine saying Robyn. You got Robyn over there saying, like, you know, I am not the one. I'm not the one that's causing the drama no matter what people think. She's talking to y'all.
Yeah.
She know who she's talking to. She said, there's a lot of things Kody do that I do not agree with. Stop lumping me into his decisions, his ideas, and how he thinks and things like that. I am Robyn. I am not Kody. We don't believe you, but, you know, it's fine, though. I like the speech. Continue.
Kody says to Meri, you want something that we cannot have together.
Oh, my goodness.
We can have something else, but not that. That being a romantic relationship.
A marriage.
Right. Robyn gets to crying and says she need to go for a walk. This is just too much for her to handle. Robyn doesn't know how she's supposed to sit there while they decide if they're going to remain married or not.
Robyn said, you know what? I can't do this. I'm getting up. I'm walking away, guys. I'm going for a walk. I'm walking now.
It's like, okay, hush up so we can finish talking.
Please, go.
We need to finish talking.
Dude,
go do whatever you need to do.
Dude, you see me walking. I'm walking. Don't follow me. Look, man. She said the thing that was scaring me was that they was talking about it and they was calm. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that scares me. I couldn't sit in that. Listen here. I know why Kody was calm.
Yeah.
Cody's like, I can't yell it. I can't shout it. I can't write it to you. I can't speak another language to you. I think Kody was doing everything in his power not to smile.
Yeah.
People thought... Robyn probably thought he would
clap his hands and be like, "Oh,
like he was.
We made it finally."
He was doing everything in his power to basically not smile and to not be like, "Finally, you get it." You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna look fake sad. I'm gonna ask you fake questions like, "What did that mean for us?" He knows what that means. Mm-hmm. But he's like, "Why you repeating me to me?"
Yeah,
I've been saying this the whole time. Continue.
Kody feels it's ridiculous to stay in a duty-bound marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Meri doesn't think it's good for either of them. Meri doesn't like that he's not owning up to anything and putting it all on her like it's her decision to make. Mm-hmm. She's mad he didn't give her what they promised each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair to be mad, but, you know.
Listen here.
It's been like that for a while, girl.
I'm about to say, just leave now. Continue.
Yeah. Robyn thought if she came back to the conversation, maybe she could save them from making any permanent decisions. Mm-hmm. Maybe she could help them hold off for another 6 months. Yeah. Why, Robyn? Meri says she's not going to force someone to be with her who doesn't want to be with her.
You ain't gonna make me a duty.
And Robyn's like, I know. And Kody, he even says to Robyn, like, you told me that I had to make a promise to you that we would not be in a duty-bound marriage. Mm-hmm. I would not have you in a pitiful place. Mm-hmm. And you're telling me to stay in a pitiful place with Meri. What the hell?
Yeah, pretty much.
And then Kody says, look, the act is easy. I can act like I'm married.
He been doing it.
Meri said the act is obvious.
He said, I wasn't hiding it. You know what I'm saying?
Kody said, okay, maybe act isn't right. He said it was a duty. It was a performance. It was what he was going to do to keep things going. Yeah. Yeah. Robyn says that Kody is bitter now, but it's not an act. Like, he's not saying the right things. Okay. He's going into these weird, dark places. She's tired of him talking like this. Kody's telling Meri what she wants doesn't work. Mm-hmm. Kody is willing to do his duty as a husband. If he needs to, he can fake through it.
Yeah, he's only going to fake through it because, remember, if Meri leaves, that's a monogamous marriage. Mm-hmm. And that he only wants Meri to stay to give the illusion that he is a polygamist. Yeah. That Robyn can stay around and that Robyn feels like she has sister wives. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But here's the thing. The only thing he's probably upset about is that, why are we doing this in front of Robyn? Mm-hmm. We could have did this on the phone, and guess what? We could have agreed to just act like we were still married. But really, now that you like making me do this in front of Robyn, now she really gonna feel like it's a monogamous marriage, and that put my marriage in jeopardy altogether. This got nothing to do with Meri. Yeah. At all. Meri, you're done. Yeah. You're done, right? It's all about keeping up a front of that. Yes, we are polygamists. Mm-hmm. You have sister wives. She ain't got no sister wives. No. She ain't got no sister wives. Continue.
Meri says, I know you don't consider us married. And Robyn said, I don't think that's true. Even though he said that to her. Kody says...
And also, hold on.
Go ahead.
Listen. If I say something, don't tell me you don't think it's true. I said it.
That's what annoyed me about Robyn, this whole scene. Like, she was trying to police Kody into what he should or shouldn't be saying. He's saying how he feels.
Meri's saying things, and she's like, that's not true. I'm like, okay, like, who are you? like, when people say something, stop dismissing what they're saying. Listen to what they're saying. Because even if they may not, they are feeling what they're saying. Yeah. So even in that moment, she feels like we're not married and things like that. Let her say it. Let her get her feelings out. Stop dismissing her. Stop trying to manipulate and saying, like, maybe you don't feel this way. She feels this way. Mm-hmm. She finally getting it. You get what I'm saying?
Well, she didn't say she felt that way. She said, Kody, you don't consider us married.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is correct.
No, that's 100% facts. Yeah. But I'm saying, I know she's saying that about Kody, but I'm saying and other things too that Meri's saying. Yeah. Like stop like correcting what Meri's saying. Yeah. Like Meri said it. Only you don't even know what it feels like to be Meri in this situation. Mm-hmm. Kody comes home to you. He celebrates with you. He shows love to you. He sleeps with you and things like that. Kody didn't even call her on their anniversary. She called him. He like, hey, what's up? What's going on with you? You back? Please, don't tell me you're back. You know what I'm saying? It's our anniversary. Oh, yeah, I got to watch the kids. I ain't even asked you anything. Oh, okay. My fault. Can we go out to eat? I got to watch the kids. Like, Robyn, stop that. Continue.
Yeah. This is where Kody brings up the whole sacred covenant that he had with Robyn about not being in a pathetic place. Mm-hmm. Robyn says, well, that doesn't mean the marriage is over. Okay. Well, then what did you have him promise to you? That if y'all were in a pathetic place, then what? Meri says nothing's going to change. Robyn says, you promise? Are you threatening me, Robyn? What do you mean do I promise? I'm just talking. How about that?
At this point in the conversation, I was lost. I started writing notes. I was like, I don't know what's going on here.
Robyn says, I've been hanging on with you. Meri says it's not fair for her to be alone the way that she has been.
She has been alone.
And it's not fair that he feels that he has to do a duty.
Yes. Continue.
Yes. Robyn is boohoo crying.
She crying.
Robyn says, this isn't what I want. Neither is it what Kody or Meri wants, as they vocalize. But they're willing to move on with life as life moves on.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Kody said it has been 7 years for Meri. And this is a long overdue negotiation.
Listen, I've been at the table. I'm happy you finally came to the table with something.
Yes.
Because I've been sitting at the table of, I don't consider myself married to Meri. He said it in front of people. He said, I know he said it to Meri because he felt comfortable saying it to everybody else.
Yep.
And I'm happy she's finally getting it. Continue.
Yeah. Robyn said she's going to continue looking for peace and for answers.
Yeah.
She wanted, this is what we've been seeing all
this is
the preview.
This is the preview you get. Go ahead.
She wanted to sit on a porch with her sister wives on this property with them and their grandkids. With their kids and their grandkids.
And it showed them jumping into this dirty creek. Listen here.
Yeah.
Robyn. Meri told you in the first couple episodes, I don't know what you saw in this family, but it always been dysfunctional. I'm going to give you some empathy. Right? I don't hate you like how everybody else hates you. I will say that you do got yourself in a tough situation. Especially someone who believes in polygamy, Robyn, not me. You probably thought like, hey man, this is a good situation. You know what I'm saying? These women take care of kids. I can bring my kids, you know what I mean? Like basically there's a strong foundation. We all together. And guess what? The good times can make you forget that most of the time is bad.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Those little small good times, because they are so distant from each other, that it makes it feel amazing. You know, you see all the kids and everybody laughing around, jumping to the creek, Kody flexing in the creek, you know what I mean, being a dad, you know what I mean? Those moments felt more special because more times than not, the normality isn't that. And that's why you probably holding on to that moment, because it was once in a lifetime. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that wasn't your norm. That was never going to be your norm. They ain't like living with each other. Was it in Vegas?
Yeah.
Or was it in Utah? It was Vegas?
Vegas.
They ain't like living with each other in Vegas. They couldn't even agree what lot they wanted on the property. There was beef about that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I think you was married into dysfunction. Maybe your glimmer of hope blinded. Maybe just you loving Kody blinded you from seeing the reality. But this was always the destination of him being married to Meri, Janelle, Christine, and yourself. This was always the destination. Based on the personalities, based on Kody's characteristics, his flaws, his personality, his attitudes, and things like that. This was going to happen. You get what I'm saying? Anything else that you want to share that you've seen on the episode, Blair?
Really, the only other thing I want to say is that, Robyn, you should try listening to people.
Please.
She's talking about how she's going to keep looking for peace and answers. Okay, peace, fine. Find your peace. But the answers, all you got to do is ask people.
The answer, actually,
why are you leaving, Meri?
This is an open book test right here.
Why you don't want to be married to Kody? I mean, Kody, why don't you want to be married to Meri anymore? All you got to do is ask people. They'll tell you. They probably really want to tell you because they want to get it off their chest. So all you have to do is listen to people. For her to be as confused as she wants to be confused, it is frustrating to see because I have the answers.
You have the answers and you ain't even married.
And I ain't even there. And I ain't even met these people.
Facts.
But I know the answers. So that's my only thing is, Robyn, try listening to people and stop telling people they don't mean what they say.
Listen here, man. I've actually am excited about next episode. Next episode is supposed to be a Sister Wives 1-on-1, where they are talking about, they talking to each cast member 1-on-1, things of that nature. I think in present time. I think this is present time, but I could be wrong. Don't quote me.
No, I think it is because we hear about Christine's husband.
Yeah. But oh my goodness, I may wear a suit for the next review. Okay, I might wear a suit for the next review. In the comments below, please write down what y'all thought about this episode. Anything else, Blair?
That's it.
Y'all be good.
Bye.